It is Foot Trading's first birthday in March, and as our way of saying thank you to the insane support we've had for the last year, we are giving away your choice of an Xbox Series S or a PlayStation 5 digital to one lucky site subscriber. All you've got to do is be subscribed on the 31st of March in order to be entered automatically. Now, as a reminder, Tier 1 costs £10 a month, and that gives you access to buying and selling prices for special cards, for icons, for silvers, and for Thursday flips. So much stuff on the website, I'm forgetting what we do. And Tier 2 includes live filters, UCL cards, gold chem styles, and fluctuations, with more to be added in the coming days and weeks. There are multiple updates every day on the site, allowing you to trade 24 hours a day, no matter what time zone you are. Don't forget, if you do subscribe to the website, make sure you join the Discord. There are thousands of people in there helping each other to trade and make the most of it. We've got mods, you've got Dan and I, you've got trusted traders, all the stuff you could possibly want to make millions of coins on this game without having to spend any of your money on FIFA points. So good luck to everyone that enters, and once again, thank you very much for the amazing support we've had. You guys allow us to do this full time. We're extremely thankful, and we never lose sight of that. But for now, let's get into the video. Alright guys, just quickly, before we get into this video, it's time for another Foot Trading giveaway as we celebrate our first birthday this week. There's going to be a tweet sent out from our official Twitter account. All you've got to do is go over there, retweet that, follow our official Twitter account, subscribe to this channel, and you'll be entered in with a chance of winning a 3-month Tier 2 subscription to the site. Basically 3 months of making coins on this game. You will make millions of coins from the website completely and utterly free. Again, it's our way of giving back to you guys. And don't forget, we're going to be giving away a 1-year subscription towards the end of this week to finish off our celebrations. So make sure you subscribe to the channel for your chance to win. Make sure you retweet the tweet that will be down below in this video, once you've watched it, of course. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, make sure you do subscribe down below. As I record this, we're motoring towards 25,000 subscribers. It'd be incredible to hit that soon, so make sure you subscribe. And as always, it's important to subscribe right now because we've got 2 more giveaways coming this week for futtrading.co.uk. The first of these is going to be for a 3-month subscription to the website, and the final one is going to be absolutely huge. One of you guys will win a year's subscription to the website completely and utterly free to celebrate the fact we are 1 now. It's our first birthday. I think as I recorded, I'm pretty sure the 22nd of March was the day we launched, but I can't remember and I keep forgetting to ask Dan. But I'm pretty sure this is the time we launched anyway. But you get 3 videos on this channel. The morning, League SBC method to glory. We're going to be crafting a Prime Moments icon now using that method. The evening video, this video is a trading video, more on that in a second. And the midnight content is a mixture of picks, packs, my thoughts on the game, giving you guys advice about what's coming on the game and how to set your clubs up, all that sort of stuff. It's usually the most relevant content from 6 PM, and it's a nice video that I can put out for those of you in different time zones, because I've got a lot of you guys that watch from different places in the world. But yeah, basically this is a prelude series. So the plan is to trade to Prime Hullet on my main account, but because I'm smashing out League SBC method this week, to get the club basically cycled ready for Foot Birthday, I don't want to intermingle 2 massive series on my account. So we're holding the Hullet for a week. What we're doing instead is we're trading on my brother's account, but what I'm trying to do is teach you guys how I think day by day on this game. So the first episode of this series went live yesterday. Our end goal on this is to try and get Prime Garrincha for my brother. He wants Prime Garrincha to add to his team. Stick him at right wing instead of Messi, do debate and buy-in. That's the aim for the end of this, to get it bought. But I want to show you guys the methods and how I do it. So we'll start off by looking at the transfer list at the moment in terms of where we're at. So if you guys remember yesterday, I talked to you about the Bambas. We sold one of them yesterday, we've just sold another one now. And bit by bit, these cards will go. Now, we bought these cards at the low in their fluctuations. If you want to see anything about the fluctuations, I talked about it a lot yesterday in yesterday's video. So go and have a look at it. It's no use in you guys commenting down below in the video, what do I buy, who do I buy, when do I sell? That's not how trading works. That's not what this channel is about. I will teach you how to trade. I'll teach you how to find the information, and I'll give you like tips and tricks as to how to find better players. But I'm not going to sit, it's impossible for me to sit here and go, buy Bamba now, sell Bamba, buy Bamba at this price, sell Bamba at this price, and then sell him on this day, for example. It doesn't work that way. The market on FIFA, especially this year, it readily moves up and down all the time. So it's finding cards you like trading with that matter. So we got one of the Bamba sold. We also bought an Edison for 100k. We got him listed for 115, he'll sell. Hernandez was a brilliant buy, as you guys saw, for 230k. Kimmich for 109k. We sent him up for, we got him for 99. And we've got another Kimmich and another Edison, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, we've got this SCN, which is a sensational deal at 300,000 coins. Now I want to show you SCN. Again, we've got a new hourly update on the website, but I promise you can do this on Footbin if you're patient, you've got time to do it. Let me just show you quickly. He came down significantly this morning. took a massive, massive hit, and obviously the website triggers for us and it tells us he's coming down. I picked him up at 300, and I saw his sell price, so that's the 300 there that I picked up, which is a great pickup. But I was seeing them list like 309s, 315s. I waited for an undercut. So 315 on SCN's a good deal. But don't always buy the first deal. Turn down an okay, good deal and look for that better deal. Use your 315 here as a marker. So I'll show you what I mean in a second. But again, use market index. If you go to market index, which is where I first made sure I checked about him. So index icons. And we go, okay, cool. We see the ones that are here. So right now, Lev Yashin's down quite a bit. So we'll have a little look at him, and Suka's down a little bit. So we'll have a look at both of these two cards now. So Yashin, it is his... I think that's his baby, isn't it? So Yashin's an 89 and Suka's 85. So let's go have a look at those two cards now in the game. So for Mondays and Tuesdays, I love icons. The market comes down heavily, like I said to you guys yesterday. And if you use the market index, it gives you a good place to start. So we'll look up your Lev Yashin now. And it's that 245's gone. Whoever picked that up it's a brilliant deal. That was sat there for a little bit. Fantastic deal. So that Yashin's gone. We'll have a little look at Suka now. That is Suka. Is it 85 or 87? His 85. So Suka. And we'll search him up. So we've got 195 there, 185. So the 180's gone. I want to just see what he's selling for. All you got to do is click on market sales history and it will tell you. So he's had a 190 sell today, 188 sell today, 180 sell today. So we're going to add this one here. We'll use this Suka as our marker. That 185, and we'll keep the 189 there. We'll look for an undercut, a 170, a 160. We know we can't lose coins on that at all. But really what I'm doing right now, I've got 300,000 coins spare, okay? Now this is Monday, but this is going to be coins to spend on Monday into Tuesday. What I now do, I showed you guys yesterday how I look at a Monday morning, right? Weekend league sell-off. Now we're looking at Monday evening into Tuesday. What are we going to be doing Monday evening into Tuesday? So I want to see what content we get tonight to see if there's anything I can link or I can buy for the team of the weeks potentially to invest in, those sort of things. If there's nothing there, then we look for just specials and stuff like that. I'll explain more about the specials in a minute so you guys have got more detail on that after 6 PM hits. We get those cards, we hold them, we then flip them on next day ideally or overnight. Again, more detail to come. I don't want to bombard you with it right now. I want to break it down in the videos for you. And then we look at Tuesday morning and we go, okay, cool. What happened on Monday night to affect Tuesday morning? And we work from there. And that's how you've got to work when you trade. Now, is everyone going to be able to do that? No, of course you're not. Some people work. But there's ways you can do it. That means you can best put your time and you go, okay, cool. I know I can trade from 8 till 10 in the evening. So I can follow these methods and go, right, bang, that's where I get my coins from. And it's simplistic things like that. So next time you'll see me, it will be 6 PM or past 6 PM. You'll see what we've been buying into or if you bought into anything yet. And if we haven't, I'll be showing you how I buy and what I'm going to be doing. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so 6 o'clock has been and gone and we're trading with kits today. Basically, EA brought out what I actually think is quite a good objective, and again, the content today is brilliant. What I think is a very good cool idea. Just play 3 matches while wearing a Liverpool home kit basically, or Man City home kit. They made an error on making it a home kit because all that's happened is every one of us traders has gone, well, let's go buy all the home kits. So I've been diving around trying to get them. Sal, thank you for the follow, bro, I appreciate it. And so now Liverpool kits are very expensive. So I'm going to list these up for 4,500 coins hopefully, and see myself make something like near 3,000 coins profit on some of them, which is very good. So again, when I tell you guys to get 6 PM content, even something as obscure as buying Liverpool home kits, because Liverpool fans will want that without doubt. You can do it, you can make coins from it, it's very easy. Wait, they sell for 5k? Okay, I listed for 5k. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I cannot believe I'm saying this, but genuinely the Liverpool kits sell for 5k. I just sat there and I was like, hang on, they might sell, you know. I went onto the market, I bought a couple at 3 and then a few at 1.8k. Easy coins, like it's not massive, but I think it was like 20k we made from some kits. So you take those dubs when you want to take those dubs. But yeah, 20k in Liverpool home kits. My chat's come in and everyone's coming into my stream like, what am I seeing here? If it works, it works. It doesn't matter how you make coins. If that works for you, it works for you. So Liverpool kits, bought and sold. But now we'll be looking at the market and seeing what it's doing. EA have banged out some very good content today. So 82 should see a rise. I'm not going to bother investing in them. But we've got an 83 plus double upgrade, no, 83 plus upgrade, 81 plus double upgrade. So Rare should see a rise and be able to be sold to lazies. So something I could think about maybe. But tonight I think I'm more interested in looking at maybe some special cards, looking at fluctuations. It looks like Kimmich is low again now, so we'll look at him. And we'll keep going from there basically. So I will be right back. Once you've got some stuff bought, I'll see you soon. Alright guys, so basically what we've gone and done is we've sold these guys in Liverpool kits like I showed you. We'll talk about that in a second. I want to give you a bit more detail as to that. We've got all these guys listed overnight now. We've also gone on board. We've got Bruno Fernandes at 231k, which is a very good deal. He's usually quite a consistent 260 plus seller. But don't sell him straight away overnight. It's not the end of the world. Got Marquinhos at 130. We've got for 145 overnight. Morelos at 20. He's centre mid and striker, centre mid and Hunter. We're pushing our luck there, but we'll see how it goes. Orsic again at 24 with a Hunter on him as well. Hopefully 31 and the Bambas we've still got here. So all in all today, it's been a very solid day. You guys will see me trade tomorrow as well, so you'll see the full 24 hours. I'm looking to try and make like 250 a day on this account. It's not always going to be possible, but we'll see how it goes. But when you're looking at content and it comes out at 6 p.m, it was such a random thing. Because I looked here and I was like, there's not much here today to really make coins with. Now, the content again today for me was great. Very good content for me. I liked it a lot. Icons are fully grindable with this content. I think they're correcting the mistakes they've made in the market. There's not much there to trade with. Sometimes you've got to think outside the box and you've got to look at objectives. And I'm going to be blunt here. And apologies if you're a Liverpool fan or anyone like that. I don't mean this in a horrible way. But Liverpool fans, Leeds fans, Chelsea fans, they're beasts for their team. They love their teams. And there's loads of fans for that. So they're going to want to go and get this retro kit. They're going to want to go and get all these kits here. So it's always easy coins. If you think outside the box sometimes, just go and buy the home kit and see what happens. A lot of the time, they'll sell for 5,000 coins. It's happened a few times before. So 6 p.m. content's always vital. Let's say theoretically, at 6 p.m. today, we had got, I don't know, let's say we got a left mid French player. Let's just say theoretically we got that. 9 times out of 10 when that happens, other French left mid special cards come down in price. They get panic sold. You can watch that happen. So if you saw Rabiot, right, French centre mid, here. If he'd come out today, you look at the market and see the French centre mids that are similar to him and watch them come down in price quite significantly. When they get to their low and they stop coming down, you can then buy in. Because they will bounce back. They don't just stay low. That's panic. That sells them off and makes them get lower and lower and lower. And if you're not sure again, look at Footbin. So let's say Rabiot comes out and Kante theoretically. Kante's Team of the Week card, normally 350, suddenly gets down to 270. You look at that and you go, okay, cool. What's he been selling at today? Okay, he's been selling at 350 all day. So there's demand for that Kante card. Is everyone that's got that Kante card going to go and get Rabiot? Of course they're not. It's just people seeing him come down, listening because they're scared. It comes down, down, down. You buy him at 270, he's back at 320 again. You're making yourself something in the region of 30,000 coins per card. And that's how you've got to think at 6 p.m. It's always the way you think at 6 p.m. We're down to 10k and we're not stopping there. We're going to be coin farming and you'll see that tomorrow morning. If we send anything tonight, I might rebuy in again and come back to you guys. Most likely though, you'll see me tomorrow morning and we'll go from there. I'll be right back. Alright guys, good morning. And some good overnight sales. We've got both Kimmiches sold now. Edison at 115. We've got Fernandez sold at 265, which is very good. All the Bambas sold. As you can see, the silvers that we're picking up. There's some silver farming last night as well to fill the transfer pile up. And it's just about making sure you've constantly got tough stuff selling. We've bought the Hunters to Liverpool kits. But this is the stuff that didn't sell. We probably overlisted the Orsic and Morelos a little bit, so they didn't go. And Hernandez and Essien haven't gone yet, but I'll show you why I'm not stressed about that. Marquinhos we bought down a little bit. Not the best buy in the world for me, I'm not going to lie. It happens sometimes though. But I'll just show you this, right? So we know what's sold now. So we're aware of what we're selling prices off and stuff. And now let's say I go and look at, I don't know. Let's look at Hernandez to start with. This is why I don't need to panic in any way, shape or form. Because I go look at Hernandez. We paid 230 for our Hernandez, right? There's one on bid for 235 there, 243. We've still got the cheapest by a mile. So we're in no rush to get that card sold. We'll just keep relisting it. And Essien, we paid 300 for ours. The cheapest in the market right now is 337. Again, I could sell it 337 and make 15k profit. But we'll hold for a bit longer and see what he does. We're in no rush. It's about making coins throughout the week. But because I now know what Edison, Kimmich, Fernandez, Bamba sell for, I literally go straight back onto my transfer targets and I add Edison, Kimmich, Bamba to my transfer targets. There's an Edison there at 105. I know we sold at 115 overnight, so the 105 is a decent deal. But look, now there's a 102 there. So I add the 102 to my transfer targets and I'll look at him and hold on to him for now. And I know for a while that if I buy that Edison, I could probably flip him at some point today for 110 plus. And it'll not be a problem, but I'll look for another undercut on him. I'm in no rush. Fernandez is a 247 here. We know we sold overnight for 265. There's a 256. And so we just keep an eye on the market and we just see what these cards do. Bamba, there's a 57 there, which we know isn't a terrible deal. It's a bit of profit, but we're looking for more than that ideally. There's now a 59 there. And we just keep an eye on all these cards we've just traded with and we haven't even got to worry about anything else. So now what do I do for the rest of today? Well, I've got 604,000 coins to spend. So I'm going to continue to flip cards. If that Edison gets below 100k, I'll buy one. That's fine. But then I get up in the morning and I look at things like consumables and I look at the market and I go, what's low right now? Where can I put some coins perhaps later in the week? Because now we're at Tuesday. And this is how we start thinking about Tuesday. So why are things low? There's no one really on the game. Tuesday's quite a quiet game for FIFA. Quite a quiet day for FIFA, sorry. So is Wednesday. The market really kicks up into Thursday. So what have we got coming? Well, Thursday we've got Division Rival Awards. People get all their awards from Weekend League, from Division Rivals. They're going to get red picks. They're going to change their teams up. So consumables get used then. We all know consumables rise into Weekend League because they're needed. Plus Friday, we then get a promo likely for birthday. people are going to need them. So I straight away this morning got up and I looked at shadows and I was like, okay, cool. What are shadows currently selling for? And currently they are 2,400 coins on the market. Now this is cheap for shadows. Ideally you pay less than this and you try and snipe them, but because you can't compare price back out, you ain't got to worry too much. But shadows usually sell for between 3.2 to 3.5 on Xbox, depending on the day, depending on the time. 2.4 is still cheap for them, no matter what happens. And so by putting 2.4 into this, if I do get 3.4 for them, later on, I get something in the region. See, people are buying them because they're not stupid. I get something in the region of 800 coins a card. So I send these to club. And then if you look at my transfer targets, as you guys just saw, I bid on a load so far this morning. And all these ones here that go in, I'm getting for 2.3, 2.2. And what I do is I send these to club. And now why is consumable trading great? Because when you go to my club, as Edison just sold, when you go to my club, and we go consumables, I've got 32 shadows sat there now, and they don't take up any space in my club whatsoever. They just chill there. No, I ain't got to worry about them. They literally do nothing for the rest of the week, and I just leave them there. And come weekend league, I come to sell them. So I buy 70 of these cards. Let's aim for 70, right? At an average of 800 coins profit each, that's 50-something thousand coins I've got just by holding on to something that didn't take that long, didn't cost me that much. And so that's how you got to think about trading. How best is my time spent, and what do I do? So this is where we're at right now. 582,000 coins left. Once all these shadows then come in, we'll be fine. As you can see, this Edison did sell for 102, so we'll remove that one. We know we sold at 102 this morning, so that's fine. And we've still got this 105, as I tell you guys about buffers. Still got this 105 as a buffer. And so he'll be there, and people will hopefully continue to undercut that card, and we might get a deal at 100. Now, we get 100, we sell at 115, we make another 9,000 coins profit. And it builds up from there, and it means my time isn't spent just jamming on the game, waiting for deals. I don't need to do that. I now know the fluctuations of 3 cards for this week. I know I can buy and sell. It's as simple as that. I know this means a lot of you guys are now going to go and buy the exact same cards because you're not going to think outside the box. But you guys can battle each other, while today I will look at the market again first thing in the morning and go, okay, cool. This is where the market's at. Bada bing, bada boom. But anyway, going to go away, continue trading. Got stream in about an hour and 15 minutes. So I will see a lot of you there. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so been looking at market index and all that sort of stuff as always. And to keep an eye on what's down. So at the moment, Zahar 85, you guys know again, another card I like trading with. He's down. Now 81 wasn't a bad deal on him, but I thought I'd just hold off. I want him sort of 80 and below, ideally. I know you guys, when you go and buy cards, I can make some profit out of that, and it is fine. It's okay to do. But I always try and get better deals. I'm not in any massive rush. It doesn't take long to do. I keep an eye on that Valverde there at 77. It wasn't necessarily a bad deal. You probably make profit out of it. But I'll see if the guy really sits for a little bit lower because it didn't go. There's a Vardy here on bid. Now he's down at the moment. That 135 there is was the lowest in the market. I'm using him as a buffer to see if anything else does come up below that. I've got one, I think there's one on bid coming up for 130 as well. Yeah, that one there I'm watching. Which isn't a bad deal either. He's 86 card for Zahar's down as well. He's at 118. He's had sales up 130 overnight last night. So I'm keeping an eye on him. There's a 117 there. So we'll keep an eye on him. This is really what you've got to be doing consistently. And finally, I looked at, obviously, Edison, we know he's down. We know what we sold him for last night. We know what's a good deal and what isn't a good deal. We've got 105s there again. There's a 106. I just got back from hospital appointment and I missed one of a really good deal on him, which is really annoying. But again, I've got a 106 now to add and a 105 to add. Those two that I've just added there. Again, we use it as buffers. We'll keep that one there because we can bid at 101. But this is the card I'm really interested at the moment. It's actually cool. He can be a pain in the backside to sell. But his 290, he's down at the moment. Now, he's had sales today. Let me have a little look at him. He's had sales today, I think, at 320 in a sale, everyone, if I'm not mistaken. So he did hit a sale at 318 at 2 o'clock this morning. Yesterday, sale at 326 yesterday evening. So 290 isn't the greatest deal on him. You can get him a lot lower than 290 for a fact. But I'm going to keep an eye on him and see if we're getting decent undercuts on him and see what we can do there. We're keeping an eye on Fernandez again. He's coming down a little bit more. So we'll just keep an eye on him. It's a 247 there. He's not a card you tend to see a lot of pops on, but when you do get a good deal on him, it's usually a very, very good deal. Outside of that, as I was explaining earlier on, we've gone ahead and we've invested consumables-wise. We've now got 57 Hunters and 52 Shadows sat in the club. Hunters bought anywhere between 1 and 1.1k on bid. Shadows about 2.2 to 2.4. Some of them on bid, some of them just bought. But they'll just sit in the club now until they rise in value, which is solid for me, and that's perfectly fine. So that's where we're at the moment. Going to continue to go. Hopefully, as I'm doing this, it's making sense to you guys, my thinking. This is what I'm trying to do with this series, is show you guys more of the thinking and more of how you use your time on the game effectively. That's the most important thing here. So, going to keep looking at the market, keep seeing what's going on. I'm not spending hours on this. I think you guys think I sit here for hours and hours and hours. I don't. I just check what's low, buy it when it's low, hold it, and sell it when it's high. That's all I do. It isn't I think some people think it's like, oh, let's wait 15 hours in the game and wait for that one deal. You don't need to do that. But that's what we're doing at the moment. I'll be right back. All right, guys, as the patience pays off, I've been keeping an eye on Zaha, as I said to you, my transfer targets. And one's popped at 110k, which is a good deal in this card. Consistently every night you get 130 on them. And the reason why I quite like it is it's a cam hunter, position change, and the hunter card. So you're arguably going to get 130-ish for that card to a lazy buyer. But basically just, it's about being patient, as much patient as you possibly can be. 130 on him, we lose 6.5k off of that. So we're looking at 14,000 coins profit on it, which is very, very solid. We'll list it up straight away. Even when I'm listing, I know they're probably not going to sell. I don't just go and be like, okay, well, I'm not going to list it. I'll always list everything up because you never know. As again, you see it's Edison here with 32 minutes left on it. 106k on this one. Looking for undercuts. None really popping at the moment. He's quite a hard card to find undercut on. Kabak's someone that I'm actually quite interested in. He's at not far off the buy price I'd normally go for on him at 25k. But I've had a little look this morning. There's been quite a few that have been underlisted. So I've got a 25k with a shadow and a 24k with an anchor. Again, I use those as markers. I can put here as well. 26k isn't too bad a deal on this card, but ideally I'd want a little bit lower on it. If I can get it down towards 23, 24, I'd be quite interested in that. So all I'm doing is flicking through his Monty Continental. You can see him stretching behind me. Ideally looking for some of the bigger undercuts, and Chiesa the same as well. And if you're wondering how I'm doing this, how I'm finding these cards, I'm not even using Footbin at the moment. What I'm currently doing is I'm adding these to my transfer targets and seeing what sells. And the filter that I'm using is basically you go shadow. I showed it in the video the other day, but shadows and special. And then we basically do this thing, it's called the RB method. And so we'll start at 20,000 to skip out some Champions Leagues, and we put like 5,000 between the two. So what I do is I go 20,000 there, push RB twice there, or R1 I think it is for you on PlayStation. And then we just flick through. I get to like the 45th minute and have a little look and see if there's any deals along there. Anyone I think is not a bad price. We have a little look, for example, is Rodriguez. And then I can use Footbin to see what he's been selling for today to get an idea of it and see what a good deal on him would be. If I think it's close to a good deal, I can add it like an 18,000 there. I can add that to transfer targets and see if that's a half decent deal. Another 18,000 there, add that to transfer targets. There's 17,750 there, add that to transfer targets. And keep flicking through. And then what I'll do now is I go, okay, cool, I found those 4 Rodriguez's. So now I look at Footbin. So I use the website, but this is how you guys will do it. And now I look at Footbin. We go Ricardo Rodriguez, and we see what he's been selling for recently. So we'll go market sales history. Now this is a card that does tend to get quite flooded quite often. Not always the easiest sell. But overnight in this card were like 18, 19k. So is 17k that good a deal? Not really. It's not a bad deal. You're not going to lose on it. But it's not a card that I'm overly interested in. And again, keep doing it. Keep flicking through. And then all I do now is adjust my filter to hunters. And then we'll go and search hunters. And we'll have a little look at hunters and go, okay, cool. What we've got. That's how I picked up the Orsic last night. That's how I picked up the... That's like a half decent deal for Tadic, not gonna lie. 25, 23, 21, 20. Look. Striker Hunter Tadic, that looks like a half decent deal. I'm gonna pick that one up. It's Striker Hunter, we won't get much more than maybe 24, 25k for it, but it's not a bad deal. Rakitic here at 24. Again, I see what 21 there, 19. It gives me a rough idea, and again, I can check Rakitic to see what he's been selling for. And see what's the sort of decent prices for him. Again, I've got to allow for the fact this card has a hunter on it. So I can go Rakitic again and search on Footbin, and I'll show you this on Footbin. So we'll get Rakitic up. Market Celsius is in around 19,000 for him anyway. But there's a 19,000 we've just seen on the transfer pile. He's been selling in around 19,000, so we know that's not a good deal. But there's a 22k there. But if we saw one at maybe 18, 17 with a hunter on it, stuff we'd be interested in. And that's basically what I'm doing. That's how I'm picking these deals up. But yeah, I'm going to keep going, seeing what I can pick up. I'll be right back. Alright, it's a deal that I'm very, very happy with. This Rafinha, Leeds Rafinha, we've got him 70,000 coins. Really, really good pickup. I've looked, and this morning he's had sales at 82, 83, 79, 88, 80, 82, 85, 85. I aim for 85 on him either way. But looking at about 10k profit on that card, which is very, very nice. There's actually another one that's on bid at the moment for 73, which I'm also very tempted to go for. There's another one at 81 there, but we're not bothered about that at the moment. But there's a 76, there's a 73 there on bid, which I'm very tempted by. But I'm going to add that to, I think I've already added it to my transfer targets anyway, so in either ways, overnight that'd be a good sell. But because I'm trying to flip a bit more to during the day today, I'm going to sort of hold off on that for now and see what we're going to do. What I've done is I've switched over to the 10, 20, 30 filter. You guys know this is my favourite filter in this game. But yeah, I'm just flick through basically. I'm looking at the pie here. What's that Rafinha there? That's not exactly to transfer targets really. There's a Depay here for 107. It's got bids on it now. Again, another card that I love trading with is Depay. He's like relatively demanded. But we'll just keep an eye on him. He's not 107 as a marker for an undercut on that one. And again, with this method, I quite like this filter purely because it tends to bring up the more expensive players, and people tend to hesitate on those than they do on the cheaper players. So you generally tend to be able to pick up better deals. As you guys know, I love a Marquinhos deal. We'll have a look at him right now. Anywhere about 130 at the moment for him is not a bad deal. But that one there, we'll go for top transfer targets, not compare price. That one there, we'll go transfer targets. Hold on to that. But next time you see me, I'll probably have finished up all my buying for today. Just so you guys, I'm not making you continually watch the same stuff over and over again of just me picking cards up 24/7. But I know a lot of you did say like we'd love to see you actually buying cards. So this is me doing that. I'll be right back. And so really our last deal now is this Upamecano at 62k. Again, the cheapest on the market at 67, I believe. So we've got a 5k, actually 64 there. We've got a pretty decent undercut from his average market price. I had a look a minute ago, he's been selling for 74 quite consistently, so that's not a bad deal. So I want to show you the other deals we picked up today, just to sort of round this off. We've also got that Orsic sold, which is quite nice. But yes, we did pick up the Upamecano at 62. We picked up another Rafinha at 69, which is good. Another Zaha at 110, and this is what I'm saying about doubling up. You can get good deals on cards who double up. So this Zaha, we'll look for 129 for. That'll be the aim. We'll probably get that overnight, most likely. I can possibly pay 22,500 for. Now, I normally only buy these special cards with hunters on them, but when you're getting quite a fat undercut like that, it's not too bad. Another 22,500 actually there. I'm going to buy that as well. When you're getting quite decent undercuts like that, it's perfectly fine. You'll probably get 27, 28 overnight on these cards, relatively simplistically. I had a little look, and that's what they're selling for. Also, what it requires later on is for EA to drop an SBC that requires 84s, and these will probably go up in value ever so slightly. It's the way they tend to go. Either way, there's very little risk on them anyway because you're buying them on an undercut, so it's not such a problem. But that's where we're at the moment. Again, the icons haven't sold yet, but I'm in no massive rush to do it. If you look at SCNEs at 332 is the cheapest. We'll get these sold bit by bit. We've got some investments now sat in the club as well for this week, which is very, very nice. We'll continue to sell stuff day to day. Once stuff sells, and then relist it on, make some profit from it, and go from there and keep flipping. We're probably at something like 1.4, 1.5 million at the moment. The aim is to get well over 2 million by the end of the week. That allows us to buy Garrincha and a couple of other players that he needs for his team. So we'll keep grinding it out. Again, hopefully you guys are starting to see how my mind works when it comes to trading, and you can then put that forward in the way you guys trade. But that's going to be the end of the video. If you are new around here, as always, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you never miss an upload. Like I always say, you get 3 a day on this channel, so don't miss out. But for now, I am out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.